Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is, are you giving lapsed customers enough attention? Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi everyone, in B2B businesses there's a lot of focus on customer acquisition, finding new methods, new platforms to identify new customers and then build a relationship with them as prospects and then bring them down the sales funnel. Sometimes too much focus is placed on, or too much excitement is placed on the idea of a brand new customer when already within your community, within your customer base, you have a lot of lapsed customers who are more likely to do business with you again. If you've not subscribed already, a quote from the Harvard Business Review, and I'll refer to that now, and I'm also going to refer to an article that I wrote some years ago. It says acquiring new customers is more expensive than reigniting or re-establishing customer relations with lapsed customers. Let me flick to that now and show you what I mean. So here's a post on marketingfundamentals.com, and here's a quote I was referring to. Acquiring a new customer is anywhere from 5 to 25 times more expensive than retaining an existing one. And it's important to get that in mind. Lapsed customers already have a relationship with you. They already have a financial history with you. They were customers. They've made purchases. It's something that you can, if depending on the way that the commercial relationship ended, there may be lots of opportunities to rebuild that rapport, rebuild that relationship, and get them into a point where they feel comfortable about becoming a customer again. You're drawing back on the history, you're drawing back on your delivery and your execution of tasks in the past to help you moving forward and to bring them back on board as a customer. It's a lot easier to do that than somebody who has never heard of you and has no understanding of how you deliver, your reputation, etc. It's a lot easier to go back to a lapsed customer. And I'm very conscious that lots of businesses are not placing enough attention on lapsed customers. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a number of different strategies you can use to reignite or to bring back or win back lapsed customers. So I wrote a post around this idea years ago on marketingfundamentals.com, and I will link to that in the description below. I'm going to talk about some of those methods that I mentioned there. I'm going to talk about some of those now. So let's say you had an existing number of services, and then you introduce a new service. Let's use example of you may have been a web designer, or you may have been a web designer, and then you may have got the technical skills, technical know-how, and upskilled so that you can become an app designer. So then you could contact a lapsed customer and say, we're now available to listen to your and receive your app design briefs. So that's a new service, and it's a good reason to go back to a lapsed customer. That may entice them back in. Number two, contact them when you completed a flagship project. You may have worked with a customer when you were much smaller in scale as a business, and now you've, for example, you may have landed some large government contracts or contracts with companies that are blue chip, and you may have delivered a very impressive project, and your old customer may not be aware of this. So this is a good reason to contact them and then potentially bring them back in and obviously make it relevant to what they're doing and what they were doing as a business. That might be another reason. Number three, use the seasonal calendar to bring back your lapsed customers by sending them communications around, and it depends on the business sector that you're operationally in, of course, but around Christmas, Easter, back to school, communicate these to lapsed customers. Number four, purchase history, and this is something that Amazon do to all of us more or less on a daily basis. Recommend some of your products or services based on their last purchase of your products or services. just an intelligent grouping of products and services may bring them back into the fold of the customer. Number 5, referral discount. If they mention you to somebody that they know within their community, you can give them a discount for being an ex-customer. So that's number 5, referral discount. Number 6, send them exclusive pieces of content, and this has to be value added, specific to their industry, specific to the business challenges that you've created, and then send it to them, and that may start the relationship again, start them considering working with you again and becoming a customer. Number 7, offer a financial incentive for them, and this is specific to them being an ex-customer or lapsed customer. So you could offer a discount on your services, or you could bundle services, and that may be a way of starting them down the process of once again becoming a customer of yours. Number 8, if possible, and the benefit of lapsed customers, you often have their email address, you might have their phone number, so you can contact them on WhatsApp, and you may have their LinkedIn details. You can schedule and conduct a range of catch-up calls to ask them how their business is going, feedback on your services, challenges that they have, and if their customers are, the ex-customers are receptive to this, this is a great opportunity for you to once again work with them. Number 9, if there's a specific moment in the diary, or after a project has been completed with your customer, you might use that as an occasion to contact them, and then just remind them of the highlights of the projects that you've worked on, or the service that you delivered for them. And this may be a good occasion or good opportunity for them to come back as customers. Finally, number 10, send them to your corporate newsletter. It might be a corporate newsletter, it might be a YouTube channel with a relevant piece of content and a strong call to action, and it must be relevant to them. And in that sense, you once again creating another opportunity for them to come back to you. So those have just been 10 suggestions, and we do have more. If you found those useful, please give me a like. If you've not subscribed already, click on one of the 2 screenshots to watch another video. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.